Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Martina Wade-Hill, your personal life coach, helping you navigate through life. For personal coaching sessions with me, I invite you to my website, lifecoachmartina.com, and tune in regularly on YouTube for more episodes. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Today, I have an interesting topic I want to chat about. Have you ever evaluated your life and wondered, am I stuck or am I still? I've actually come into realization that there were times in my life where I actually thought I was stuck, and really I was just made to be still. In my life, I've spent about 22 years in ministry. Over 12 of those years, I was a senior pastor. And in that time frame, I earned a double bachelor's in broadcasting and foreign language. And I studied 8 years in seminary, and I was an educator for 18 years. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm making it about religion. I'm not making it about religion. What I'm saying is I've spent my whole life helping people and loving people. But I'm going to tell you something. Out of all those years of ministry, you may be surprised to know that a lot of those years, I struggled at feeling stuck. I spent years helping families grow, heal, succeed, while I was there feeling stagnant, while I was there feeling I wasn't growing. And every time I tried to go left or tried to go right or forward, it always seemed like it led me to the same place. And I spent years not understanding why. And it wasn't until recently that I realized that I really wasn't stuck at all. Actually, I was being made to stay still. And I was being made to be centered in one place until it was my time to move forward. If you've ever had a moment where you've done everything you think you can to move forward, and you think, this is my place, this is where I'm supposed to be, but it's not what makes you happy, then baby, that's being stuck. So let's talk about that a little bit more. What does it really, really mean to be stuck? Being stuck means being stagnant. If you've ever been in a place where nothing you do grows, except for drama, then yeah, you're stuck. If you've ever wallowed in self-doubt, self-pity, and believe that perhaps just maybe this is all you're going to get in your life, just maybe this is all you're going to see or all you're going to receive in your life, then guess what? You're stuck. If you've ever felt less than valuable without the will to push forward, then guess what? You're stuck. But if you're that person that never lost hope, if you've never given up on your dreams, if you still believe that you can make it, if you still believe that those plans that you wrote can still come alive, then you're not stuck. You're still. Now, I know you're probably talking about, what is she talking about? Stuck, being still, having plans. What if I wrote every plan out and none of it worked? You're still not stuck. You're still. Because let me explain to you, being stuck is a mindset, just like being still is a mindset. And wherever you think you are, wherever you think you're planted, wherever you think you're positioned, wherever you think you're doing, that is where you are. We think what we see is all there is, but there's so much more. It's a mindset. The key to our seasons is all about perception. What you believe will be what you will manifest. Your mind can create a new life beyond your wildest dreams, or it can keep you stuck in the hell that you're in. It's up to you. It's completely up to you, and it's completely up to your mindset. Are you stuck, or are you still? Do you think you're stuck, or do you think you're still? The difference between someone who's stuck and someone who's still is that one person has a plan and the other one doesn't. One person is wallowing in what could have happened and what didn't happen and focusing on every last mistake, while the other person is waiting for the next opportunity to move forward. They're planning, they're dreaming, they're researching, they're learning, and they're waiting for their shot to shine. So let's talk more about still. To be still is to be positioned. When I was a kid, I had a really hard time sitting still. It's the age group, around 5, 6, 7, that little wiggly group where the kids just moving around in the chair and, they can't seem to be still, right? So I was that kid just wiggling in the chair. And my mother, being a very poised woman, she would give me this look like, child, what is your problem? Stay in that chair. She would give me that look and I couldn't help it. She said, what's wrong? Why can't you just sit in the chair? And I would say, I don't know. And I would just wiggle in the chair. So I remember this time where my mother was she was really frustrated with me because I just couldn't keep my legs still. And so she sat next to me, very poised, back straight, sitting upright, fingers folded, legs crossed. And she said, I'm going to teach you how to sit like a lady. And so she said, do what mommy does. And so I sat just like mommy, still, poised. And she used to time me. She used to time me on how long I could stay still. Of course, the first time I couldn't sit still at all. But then over time, I grew in my stillness. And she would reward me as time went on for being still. It makes me wonder about adults. I wonder, what can we learn about timing? Perhaps maybe this is your time to be still. Or perhaps your stillness, it's all about the time that you're in, the season that you're in. Maybe we need to learn how to be poised in good timing. Oftentimes we misdiagnose our seasons and think that we're stuck when really we're still. Maybe because we don't really know how to discern our moments. What moment are you in? Do you even know? Is it because you're not being as successful as you think you should be? Maybe we have these benchmarks that don't make sense. Oh, by 35, I want this. By 21, I have this. And those sound great. And sometimes we achieve them and sometimes we don't. Our journeys are just not mapped out that way. It's all about the little steps that take us to the big ones and the big steps that prepare us for the shift, the life-changing ones, the milestones. Are you stuck or are you still? Are you too busy misdiagnosing your season because of your neighbor and what you think they're doing and what you think they're successful at? When I was in first grade, I had a teacher that always would say to us, especially during a test, she'd say, children, keep your eyes on your own paper. And that's what we had to do. Keep our eyes on our own paper. Adults need to keep your eyes on your own paper. And stop worrying about what your neighbor's doing, because their destiny is totally different than yours. I don't even care if they're in the same field you're in. It's totally different because their mission, their life doesn't mirror you. You're unique and you have your own pathway. I'm a firm believer that being still means that we're being rooted. When you're being rooted, there's a foundation that's being laid. There's a positioning that you need to go through and be still for the next shift in your life. We must root in every season we're in. You know, I think about plants and how they have to be rooted. Now, trust me, honey, I do not have a green thumb. I tell you right now, if that plant can't walk and talk on its own, it ain't gonna live in my house. I do not have a green thumb, but my mother did. She very much has still a green thumb. She doesn't do as much as she used to, but a green thumb. And I'm gonna tell you something. Plants need to be repotted. They get to a certain point, their roots grow outside of their pot, and they need to be repotted. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, root in your lessons, and then you can grow. Don't despise humble beginnings. Those are the moments that make you appreciate your triumphs. I remember when I first started the church, we met weekly in a neighbor's house for a while, and then we moved to a local library for our Bible studies. And then after that, we ended up having our services at a lecture hall at a local college in Detroit. And so we did that for a while. And I remember us inviting people to the church. Oh, please come to our services. Come on and visit us. And so I remember people telling us, oh no, we'll wait till you get into a building. So we stayed small. We stayed petite in nature. So eventually we were able to save up money. A couple of years or so went by. And then we got into our office suite. We knocked down walls, made a little chapel area, had offices inside. We really did make it our own. So then we started inviting more people. Come on, have service with us. And then they would say, oh, we'll wait till you get into a church building. It took 5 years from that point to get into a church building. And during that time, we had many lessons, and we rooted in our seasons, and we grew. And had we listened to all these other people who wouldn't support us because we didn't look the way they thought we should look, we would not be where we were today. I tell you right now, being still may not be glamorous, but there's lessons to be learned. And don't pay attention to naysayers, because, honey, they will literally cheat you out your blessing. We can't be positioned unless we are still. We have to understand that every step in our journey is a necessary step to take. We can't skip a step. Skipping steps means that we skip a lesson. So we have to learn every lesson that we are given in our still season. I want to tell you something. Don't get tricked out your timing. Don't get tricked out your moment. Don't get tricked out your learning. When it's your time, the blessings will overtake you. Because let me tell you something. When it's your time to shine, when the wait is over, it'll be go time. And that place that used to be your still place quickly transforms into your launching pad. And everything you've learned and studied and practiced and saved up for and meditated on, it immediately goes into play all at once. And then it's your time to shine. Then it's your time to soar. Take advantage of your still moments. They're there for a reason. Stay focused. Stay quiet. Not every move needs to be announced. And trust me, when your shift finally happens, you won't have to announce it. People will notice. And they'll go back to the place where you used to be and realize you're not there anymore because you've shifted to the next level. Now I'm going to ask you that same question. Are you stuck or are you still? I'm Dr. Martina Wade-Hill, your personal life coach, helping you navigate through life. For personal coaching sessions with me, I invite you to my website, lifecoachmartina.com. Tune in regularly on YouTube for more episodes. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And until next time. be safe, and love each other.